You might be asking yourself about your loved one, your darling, your desired partner. Is he coming back? Is there still something there? Will he return? Whether you were in a relationship in childhood, in a friendship where you say, okay, there were already more feelings from your side involved. Yes, it's an F+. And then for some reason it was interrupted, it ended. You wonder if he will come back to you? Let's take a look at that now. We tap into the energy, the most present energy of the now. And dear ones, you know we are in the collective. Person cards are gender neutral, applicable to both male and female. And I got the question again from the comments. And you know, you can always feel free to make suggestions for a collective reading. And I always pick them up again, the questions. Thank you for that. And a very warm love hello. A big loving hug to you. You are so sweet. You are absolutely fantastic. Again in the comments, how you show kindness towards me. It is so wonderful. Your gratitude means the world to me. Thank you for that. And I would like to mention it again. I read it in the comments again. Yes. No, that wasn't the case. No, we did not have an affair. There was nothing going on, and that has not happened with us. These are readings for the collective. I always like to add that. Not everything can be accurate. That's why I say collective readings. It means please adapt it to your situation. And if there's an area that doesn't apply to you, but the rest does, right? Then take what resonates with you. So let's take a look. With your loved one, your darling, your desired partner, will he come back? Oops, then we'll just take it so small. If it sneaks out or jumps out here. So we have the page of wands. With the page of wands, it's also like this with your loved one, that something is there, we have a delay, we have stagnation with him. So there's something that he doesn't like at all right now, because something is simmering in him or her. Yes, it's like that. Something no longer fits. But this is about a new beginning. He wants to start something new, begin anew, because something is no longer right. Well, the delay, because he's also pushing something away a little bit here. But he doesn't like his situation. So somehow there's something new needs to come here now. Something new needs to be started, a new beginning. So let's see what else shows up. So what do we have? 5 of Cups. Okay. 5th guy, I also say there is a disappointment happening within him or her. He regrets something. He knows there was a mistake. I have the sadness. That this failure, something has failed. We then look into the depth. You know what's exactly going on there. Because something is like a process, once for him, a painful process is being shown. So it's really, he's not doing well there. But well, that's his issue. But somewhere it is also shown here that there is a new beginning again. There is a process. There is something. Something is happening. The new beginning is shown. And also, we are here in your direction. He comes back to you. Something here is also about forgiveness. It's about whether you might be able to forgive him. Because he knows something went wrong here. What exactly? Let's take a closer look. And oh, now we have the cups. Then we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. We definitely have a lot of emotion involved. So it doesn't just pass him by. I want to make that clear. No. 4 of Cups, sorry. 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Because there is the withdrawal, he is also withdrawing from his situation now. Something is here because he is somehow immersed, which I find great here in this self-reflection, that he is looking at himself. And maybe he's being a bit ignorant with you or with others. And so yes, he is also closing himself off right now. I have him completely closed off, absolutely closed off. And there it is, he's wearing blinders. The blinders are shown here because there is something he doesn't want to look at, somewhere he doesn't want to go, but he also feels the connection with you. We are asking here if he will come back to you because something is not letting him go. I have activity here within him, and yes, there is something. is really preoccupying him. So as I said, he is also wearing these blinders, but this is about love. This is about feelings. And he can't cope with something. Let's take a closer look at what is being shown here. So when I look at this now, just for starters, he's really not doing well, but that's his issue, because it also seems like he ran away from you. And indeed, he very clearly, very, very clearly ran away from the feelings. He ran away from love. We are not just dealing with feelings here, we are completely in love. And it's the same here. Somehow, I see him here completely failing. Nothing is working. Nothing is going right here anymore. And a very, very big issue, and this is the decisive issue, is the past. We are questioning, will he come back? You have been connected before. And it's like this. He knows that he did things wrong. He regrets it too. I sense this regret here. This, what a fool I have been. He might have pushed you away. He didn't want to face love, the feeling. He didn't want this big change. There was something he kept hiding from you repeatedly. And this something that was there kept closing off. He never fully said what was really going on inside him. He always wanted this. Yes. To stay stuck in this old pattern, to remain stuck. But now it has really hit him hard. Because the happiness he actually wants, he knows he has lost it. He feels that too. And the path he has chosen is not doing him any good. I have him completely in sorrow, in disappointment, in worries. Absolutely. Now, in this situation, in his present. And then there's also the regret, the past that he didn't look at it, the love. Because I also have a dear person completely in sorrow regarding love. No matter if he is currently in a relationship with someone else. By the way, if this is about a relationship he is currently in, there is also the separation. So it seems that the separation has already happened for some. You know, time is fluid. You always control the time yourself. And here it is such that separation is really a topic. He is currently in the process of working through it all. And even if he has been in a relationship or connection after you, where perhaps here, yes, placed crosswise, this person was, when they decided on it, just ran away. It is completely the instantaneous water heater shown here. And no matter if it's a relationship with someone else, friendly, yes, feeling, love, or life partnership, it is completely here. Which, yes, was the wrong path. I completely have that the whole thing here was based on lies. He deceived himself. He just ran away. And it was pure distraction here. He completely let himself be caught here, let his ego be stroked. And he also lied to himself. And let himself be manipulated here as well. This is a very big issue here. And he is in this area, this, oh my God, what did I have in her? So in you, what did I just let go here? What did I push away? What did I not see? Because it completely shook him up here in the whole thing. So it really hit him hard here. And I have him totally lying in this doubt, in despair, because he realizes what he did wrong. And he definitely gets there. Because for him, it's really this self-examination, this introspection, this self-reflection, what he didn't want to see is now coming all at once. So I would say here, like a hurricane, bam, it comes rushing in completely so that he notices it. And it's like this awakening. What was going on? What have I done? And yes, he hid various things from you. Also, really the feelings, the deep love, the emotions, they are shown very clearly here. And he hid that from you as well. Ran away, didn't want to tell you anything, maybe only gave you small bits. Or always, just a little bit what was said. But the separation from you, he knows it was wrong, very, very clearly. And I have it with him that he is toying with the idea. And that's what he can't let go of, the thought, the constant memory, again and again. I have it here very prominently, the past. And he can no longer push it away because it keeps catching up with him. These are always little moments. This can be, I'm just giving examples here. Please always adapt this for yourselves. It could be that he, I don't know, maybe something, yes, a food item, and suddenly, boom, it reminds him of you. Maybe you like to eat that. Or some toothpaste, perhaps. Or something else. Or you always folded a towel or something in a special way. And there's something he holds in his hand, because I always have this material aspect where he says, oh, you would have done it like this. And it keeps repeating. He can't put it aside. And then it reminds him of a lot, a whole lot. And it keeps increasing. And it starts slowly and becomes more intense, reminding him a lot about you. The compassion. You always showed him how you were there for him. And it's like this. This is what keeps catching up with him, what partly doesn't let him find peace. It's also like the evening hours, when I look at it here, in the evening hours. It's also like this, where it's supposed to be, okay, relaxation, recovery, all right. No, it's not. Because even then, such things, I'll just say as an example, because I see it here, it can be on the internet, it can be on TV, something that you keep encountering, which reminds him of you again. And then such a topic comes up, jealousy. Is there someone else? Are you in contact with someone else? Is that person perhaps already your partner? Because he currently knows nothing about you. And there I sense a strong curiosity directed towards you. What are you doing? What are you up to? How are you? And that's what makes him a bit like, okay, but it doesn't let him go. He can't run away from it anymore because it keeps coming back more intensely, more strongly. And yes, I have him completely. Still a bit blocked in this area, but I see movement here. Lying in your direction. I have the communication back. I have the connection lying here again. And then it means I really have. So it's like he is coming more and more into this realization, piece by piece, that you are the perfect counterpart for him. Whether you still want to, of course, is the second question. That's the second question. And he will really put in the effort there. But I have it here, not that he will immediately call you or write to you or anything or stand at your door and says, so watch out, I want to have a committed relationship with you now. After this reading, collectively, it's like he will come back to you, but it will be slow at first. I have here slow movements, slowly, a bit of a back and forth. So I have to say right away, this doesn't go full throttle from 0 to 1,000, but rather in this slow movement. It's always bit by bit. In a friendly way, right? Carefully, feeling each other out. So more like him towards you, right? Because there's this, he has to check first. Check the situation. How does it look a bit with you again? And what's there? And he also feels this remorse for what he really did. This like, wow, what did I not see? Why didn't I see that back then? Because now something is coming up. It's like a new beginning. I have the change in the new beginning. Here lies as far as feelings are concerned. What still scares him a bit, the whole thing, there is his own inner fear, and he's still caught up a little bit in his own lie. But he also has to process it, because even if he was in a relationship with someone else, as I said, the separation is already a bit in the past for me, but we know collectively. It's the same here. My God, he really got one blow after another. And then he realizes, damn, what have I done? What was that now? Excuse me? Because there's this real bam, this awakening. But he or she needs it so hardcore. Because otherwise he would never really have gotten moving. Otherwise, he would have been stuck in repetition, in a continuous loop. And so here, I tell you after this reading, yes, quite clearly, because he is not happy at all in his situation. As I said, I see him more in despair, in doubt, because something is not working. One thing works, the other doesn't. Here, nothing works anymore. It's as if he's somehow like his perfect counterpart has also lost this support, because you gave him support, which he didn't see the whole time. The stability and this sensuality, this depth, this honesty, this authenticity. and he kept running away from it. And he let himself be misled here, had a knee-jerk reaction, ended the whole thing with you, the cut. But for him, it's not over yet. He will come back to you. And as I said, it seems to me that he will come up with some excuse or something else, this slowness. He won't rush in immediately. But I see movement concerning you, especially since he is already aware. We have that on the level of consciousness. That it comes more on the level of consciousness, that what he feels for you is truly real love. And yes, he will attempt to reconnect with you. And yes, this slowness. But as I said, I first see it in this contact. A bit sluggish, maybe a little slow. Then it becomes a bit more intense again. It might also be that he withdraws again, closes himself off a bit again. But that's because the balance is simply not there yet. It takes a while for this equilibrium to come in between the two of you. And above all, you can trust him or her again. That's also the question. But he comes back again. So what else do we have here? So now we have quite a cup-rich spread here again. We have the King of Cups. And the fascinating thing is that he completely goes into this feeling, into the emotions, and especially into this calmness. And there's this, yes, I have this change with him or her where he might currently seem moody and cool, like something just doesn't fit anymore. And this buff, he keeps lashing out. But then he comes back into the feeling that, yes, that you always had this understanding nature. It's as if he takes you, your way, your personality, a bit as a role model, how understanding you are. Because as I said, he often thinks about you, various actions, reactions, your preferences, for example, things like that. And that brings him completely into the change, and he will change. I have here completely, the change lies with your loved one, a bigger change, that he comes into feeling, into emotions. And now really also to his heart, also stands. So, yes, that he can also show this softness. And above all, that he completely opens up to you. That he really lets go, allows himself to enjoy also with you. This give and take, this balance in the connection between the two of you. And I find that absolutely fantastic. So what else do we have? We have the Magician. That means he will become active. He approaches much more mindfully with himself, with his feelings, especially towards you. And he comes into action. And he also goes completely into this self-confidence for himself. Out of all this confusion here, which prevails here? And even if it's still a bit hesitant here, a bit aimless, because I still have this manipulative aspect lingering here a bit, which is shown again, a bit of manipulation. Partly he is actually manipulating himself right now, so into self-manipulation. Because, as I said, these fears, he still doesn't really know what to believe, what he can believe, but he is completely in the process of change here. And there, as I said, again, the change that he becomes active. And first focuses on this, then he has a plan and comes back to you. He completely trusts you and also knows that you, as I said, are the perfect counterpart for him. Dear ones, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching and wish you a wonderfully beautiful rest of the day. Goodbye.